Silva's last win in 2012 have tried. They've stopped at 13, 14, 15. Why are you different? Why are you going to get to 17 and go beyond to 20, as you say?
Hello, everyone. 17, it's not going to be enough. I will be sure nobody going to break my record. It's going to be 20 minimum. That's why I will still fighting, still beat all records.
And Ian says his goal in there on Saturday is to frustrate you and irritate you with his style. How are you preparing for that? And as you say, you feel you're going to have to chase him and run after him. How do you find the balance there?
Ian is a good fighter, but he don't have something special. I beat many strikers, and that's it. He just next opponent. That's it. He don't have something special to defend my wrestling.
And Ian, I know you call it, irritating and frustrating. Islam has called it running away and point fighting and things like that. Do you feel with a champion like him, for what he's done, you're going to have to go in there and take this belt with force on Saturday?
Saturday night, that belt's got around my waist, and every single one of you is going to change. It's going to be, let's go, Garry, chance, I love you too. Master manipulation. That's what it's called. Movement at the highest level. It's called master manipulation. I move, I choose shots, I force them where I want them to be, and then I take my time to choose the right shots. Islam's a phenomenal talent. He's a phenomenal athlete. Nobody gets to this level of respect where he's got this streak by luck. It's pure skill. I have nothing but respect for his skill set, everything he's done in this sport. And I'm proud, and I'm proud that I get to compete against him to prove that I'm the champion. That's an honor, and I'm excited.
And I know you said after the first face-off, you felt nervous energy from him. I know you've only been up here for a couple of minutes, but what do you feel from Islam Makhachev here today?
As I said, I think it was more the fact that he didn't want to be there. He's done this too many times as the champion. He doesn't care about those things. And I made it very clear to you. The one that matters is tomorrow night when we face off at ceremonials. That's the face-off where I see the energy. I know he's done this too many times. I know what he's like. He's an unbelievable fighter. He's ready for the moment, and I'm excited that he's ready.
He doesn't actually consider you Irish. He thinks you're more Brazilian. Do you see this fight as a continuation of the Dagestan-Irish rivalry?
Listen, if he wants to call me Brazilian, I'll carry that badge of honor, no problem. The Brazilians in this sport have some of the greatest resumes in this sport. The Brazilian UFC fans, they know this. We've got Damian Maia, Charles Oliveira, Anderson Silva, Jose Aldo, legends of the game. So if he considers me Brazilian, I'll take that with pride. But I'm born and bred in Dublin, Ireland. This fight, this is between me and him. This is two of the greatest fighters on the planet going face-to-face for the most important title in the world. It's that welterweight world title on the line. He's the #1 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. I'm the #1 contender. This is the biggest fight of the year, and I'm so ready for it.
He says that you have nothing special to show him on Saturday night. What do you think beating Islam would do in proving that you are a special fighter?
Beating him proves that I'm special. Everybody right here, everybody in this stadium, every single one of you fans, consider him to be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. You consider him to be the greatest martial artist walking the earth right now. When I beat him, you'll all shut your fucking mouth and you'll call me great.
Ian, clearly you're having fun with the crowd. Are you a little bit surprised? Why don't these people like you?
I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't care less. My little boy's here laughing at me, smiling at me, making faces. I'm living the dream. Islam's here. I get to show up on Saturday night and fight for a world title. I dreamt of this dream when I was a 16-year-old kid. I dreamt of being a UFC fighter. I dreamt of having the ability to fight for a UFC world title. And this weekend, on August 15th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, all of my dreams come true, and nobody can take that away from me.
Are you a little bit surprised that the fans are so against Ian this Saturday?
No, I don't surprise. I know. No, nobody like Garry. Myself also. He don't know because people confuse which country you represent, Brazil or Ireland. People don't know. People know who they have to support. Thank you for all your support, guys.
Islam, a lot of fans sometimes say that Ian is annoying. Do you find Ian Garry annoying?
That's a loaded question.
Sorry, yeah. Well,
What you're doing now is just trying to cause trouble. Don't do it.
I was trying
We're
to.
friends.
I was
I thought we were cool. Don't do it.
I was trying to get back and forth.
That's just putting words in his fucking mouth, and you know it.
True.
If he finds that, he can be honest and he can say that. But your job as a journalist is to be professional and stick to the fucking sport. This is the biggest fight of the year. I think there's more important things to talk about.
Question for Ian Garry. Question for Ian Machado Garry. Ian, Conor McGregor predicted that you would win by head kick knockout. What type of energy have you gotten from him the last 12 years?
Dude, that would be a phenomenal finish. I already know that this fight on Saturday night is going to be the toughest fight of my life. I have the toughest challenger of my career ahead of me, and I have nothing but respect. The job for me is get my hand raised. That's my job, by any means necessary. If I could finish him, that's a cherry on top.
A question for Islam Makhachev. You've beaten everybody at lightweight. You're stacking up your resume at welterweight. If you beat Ian Machado Garry, would that be the biggest win of your career?
No, it's not gonna be biggest. Biggest win in my career. It's the title fight. I take 2 titles, and now I'm gonna defend my welterweight title. And welterweight right now it's more competitive division, and I have more good opponents, and that's why I want to fight more years, because we have real contenders in this division.
So, Islam is chasing a record no one has ever broken, but the challenger is bigger, longer, hungrier, and the biggest names in the sport can't stop talking about it. Even Dana White won't crown a legacy early.
Are you looking at this as this is his moment to be the GOAT?
I don't think about that stuff until the fight happens. I mean, when we see his performance on Saturday, let's see how it plays out. But obviously, breaking the record, you keep grinding, you keep fighting, put your head down, just keep, knocking guys down left and right. And then by the time you say, you know what, I'm done, then we all figure out where he ends up in the big picture. But he's on the right path, that's for sure.
A Hall of Fame boxing mind doesn't hand out compliments lightly, so it means something when Teddy Atlas admits the champion is a nightmare matchup for anyone in the division.
I mean, he could strike good too. He's solid, but he's a monster on the mat. I mean, when, he's like, even a higher level, I guess, but Oliveira to me is a monster on the mat. Oliveira's a complete guy. I love Oliveira, real veteran, legend, Hall of Famer. But Makhachev on that floor, he's at a different level. But I look at film.
So, where's the opening for the underdog? Atlas zeroes in on one specific skill that's kept Garry unbeaten his entire career: his uncanny ability to stop a takedown cold and stay off his back.
Prevent defense from takedowns. He showed me a good ability to keep from being taken down to the floor. Now, I think that Makhachev is even better, a little bit, but still, to show me that ability with Bilal, that he has that defense for the takedowns, that's what I had to see. I said, okay, wait a minute. Then maybe he's got a chance to stay on his feet. And with his physical attributes that he already has, advantages, it's hard to look at advantages when you find a guy as dominant as Makhachev, because you just look at Makhachev's advantages. He's a monster. But then you look at Garry, you say, wait, there's an awkward cleverness about him. There's something about him. There's a confidence about him. But he's tall, he's long.
Former welterweight title challenger Belal Muhammad has a blueprint of his own for the champion.
So I think with Islam, it's all about cutting the cage off. Cutting the cage off, making Garry uncomfortable on his back foot, closer to the fence, and I think eventually it'll wear on Garry.
For Belal, it's not about the early rounds at all. It's about the gas tank.
Make it dirty. you gotta hurt him from down there. He will gas out. If it gets to the 4th or 5th round, I do think Ian gasses out and gets tired. So even play the long game if you're Islam. Slow it down.
On Joe Rogan's podcast with former bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling, he doesn't hesitate for a second to praise Makhachev's grappling.
Islam's grappling right now is at the top of the food chain.
I always want to grapple with those guys, just to see where I'm at.
You should go over there.
Rogan and Sterling land on the same path to victory for the champion.
And even if he presses him against the cage, I'm curious to see if Garry can do damage in the clinch. Whenever I'm in the clinch with somebody, I always tell the guys, look for your knuckles and hit the eyeball.
But they refuse to count Garry out entirely. His only real chance, they argue, is fighting purely from the outside.
Right. And he got tired doing that against Carlos Prates. So this is a tough one for Garry. Can he get the upset? Of course, his fighting. We just saw this with Gaethje and Topuria. But I would say Islam has the one shortcut way to win.
Over on Dominic Cruz's show, he, along with guest Mayhem Miller, lay out the full chess match, Makhachev hunting and Garry surviving.
I think that Islam can make this happen the easiest by putting Ian Garry on the fence. And this is why I say that, is because obviously he wants to take him down and put him on his back. We all know that. That's where he has the easiest path, the path of least resistance. But if he tries to stay striking with Ian Garry, it's not that he can't do it because he's a very good striker and he's a southpaw. But
he can't do it. No. If this is a Muay Thai fight, Dominic, are you kidding me?
That's not.
Be Ian Garry all day. We'd be counting this in minutes.
Hear me out.
All right.
Because he has the threat of the takedown, he can stand up with him. And that will make it more even on the feet. So here's what I'm saying is, you're right. Ian Garry has the advantage on the feet in the free-flowing movement. But if he can use his striking to get him to the fence, now we have the same fight on the fence as he would if he put Ian Garry on his back.
I hate agreeing with you so much, but yes, you're right.
Well, because look, if he's on his back on the floor, this is the same as put him on the fence. And so now you just move it upright and you keep Ian Garry there.
Cruz goes further, calling this fight a genuine coin flip. Both men, he insists, hold real solutions for the other's game.
I'm excited to see
how that goes. That's the funnest fight.
Well, it's the main event. That's how it goes.
No, I'm just saying for a while. To me, this is the most interesting. You know what this is? This is like the first coin flip in a while, I think. This is exciting fight. For that reason, because both men have the answers and the solutions for each other's puzzle.
I think
Welch doesn't stop at the percentage. He goes all the way and calls his exact shot for how the night ends.
A 10% chance to win. If you ever say 100% chance that this guy's going to win, I'll never say that in MMA ever again. Ian Garry is a big guy. He's knocked people out. He's going in there with a lot of confidence. The biggest opportunity of his life. Islam has been the champion for years and years and years. And when you're the champion for years and years and years, your motivation kind of drops a little bit. You already made the pinnacle of the sport. When you get older, your fight camps don't get as hard as they were when you were coming up. Your fight IQ is grown. Everything else is grown. But again, this is Ian Machado's biggest chance of.
Chael Sonnen isn't buying the doom and gloom though. He argues the real story here is the takedown itself.
And anytime you're in one of these sparing type situations where takedowns are coming at a premium, you can have just as much success with the threat of the takedown.
Sometime later though, Sonnen's tone shifts completely. He spots a challenger who might be far more rattled by outside noise than he's willing to admit.
Right, I mean, that was a little bit of a scratch in the armor to come out and lead with, "This bothers me. Don't ask me that."
Alexander Volkanovski, a man who's actually shared a cage with Islam, doesn't sugarcoat it either. Stylistically, not a formality at all.
Obviously for both of them, Islam will be the favorite, but I think a lot of people are counting Ian Garry out, which is definitely fair. But I think let's break down why I feel he may have problems for Islam. Then I'll give my pick towards the end of it. So Ian Garry, a very long fighter.
Volkanovski breaks down exactly how Garry survives on the feet.
Now the takedowns are coming more easily for Islam. And then Islam might even land some of his own shots because of it. I don't think Ian Garry does his best work coming forward. Maybe when he's got you hurt and got you, hesitating and, got you figured out, and he may come forward and start letting his hands go and be that little bit more aggressive. I just can't see that happen. I see it being a little more both safe on the outside, which will be a little bit better for Ian Garry.
So, after breaking down every angle, where does Volkanovski actually land? He gives his official pick.
But I believe he will eventually get the takedowns, and that's where he can win rounds or even get the finish. I think Islam's going to get the win. He can definitely get the submission to finish. I think he can get it to the ground. I can see Ian Garry having success in some of the, some of his stand-up, some of the wall work stuff. I think he will mix it up, try and stay very long and be very patient. I think he's going to have to play a boring style to be very effective and try and do it for 25 minutes, which is going to be hard. I'm going to have to go with Islam. I think he eventually gets it down. He'll win rounds because of that. And not only that, he can get the finish.
Former flyweight champion Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson predicts a tense cat and mouse game, standing up, right until the moment Islam finally closes the gap and drags the fight to the mat.
Islam's going to get to that position. He's going to stay in half guard, and then he's going to look to wait for Ian Garry to turtle so you get that choke, and then it should be curtains. But I've been curious to see what he does after this.
On his own show, welterweight contender Sean Brady doesn't hedge for a second. His pick is direct, no questions asked.
Islam with a finish in under 2.5 rounds.
I like it. I'm taking Islam, man.
I'm just doing it to be contrary with you too.
I'll be in the motherfucking building though.
Sir.
So
Same here, cut.
if you're at the fights, say what's up to me.
Come get a
He
picture of
pisses
me.
a lot. I know I say that.
I piss a lot.
Did they fill these seats up yet?
Catch me in the bathroom.
I don't know.
That was a little crazy.
Yo, catch me in the bathroom. Yo,
Like Leonardo DiCaprio in Basketball Diaries.
No. Yo, catch me in the bathroom.
I told her catch me in the bathroom. I hooked her wide up water, running her back, knocking on the door.
I'm fucking
She's screaming,
delusional, man. I met my kid for 3 days by myself. It's 8:30 on a Sunday.
Catch me in the
Before we
bathroom.
go to these couple subjects, I just want to shout out another loss that we took. Man, big puss, bro.
Yeah, man.
R.I.P. Big Puss.
Shout
You
out
know
to
we
my
big
nigga. That's my
Sopranos
dad,
guys,
man.
man.
Yo,
Big puss is finally
That's
sleeping
my
with the
dad.
fishes,
Used to hit
dog.
my mom's back in the day.
But his own panel splits right down the middle on air. One co-host breaks away entirely to take Garry, warning the champion.
Don't be surprised if Ian also takes the approach of making this a very boring fight. If he's trying to win, if it looks like he's running, and I don't give a fuck, because if I was fighting for a title, I'm trying to get that title no matter. It could be the most boring fight for y'all ever. If it's working, I'm doing it, and I'm getting my hand raised. In the next fight, I just want to get in the history books. That's it.
Final pick.
Give me
Alua Akbar.
You said all that shit. Give me Ian, man.
Streamer Wade Plem strips the whole matchup down to basics on his live show.
Ian's veganism will hinder him strength-wise versus Islam in the grappling. Will he get ragdolled by a meat maxer? Pause. I think it didn't matter if Ian ate meat,
Pause.
ate, veggies, ate pescatarian, whatever, dude. At this point, the strength difference is insurmountable. Insurmountable, right? So if you're trying to out-muscle a guy with great technique and insane grappling strength, you're going to lose that.
And once Islam gets him pinned in that suffocating Dagestani top position, Plem is blunt about it.
Pinned down, flat on his back, in the, either in the center of the cage or that kind of quarter, half cage ground position that the Dagestanis like to get to. I don't know that he's getting back up. You know what I'm saying?
Every analyst has spoken. Now hear it from the two men who actually have to walk out Saturday night. The trash talk, the respect, and the war of words building for months. Islam Makhachev looks almost unbothered discussing his opponent at Media Day.
So when you do watch Ian's skill set and tape and everything, is he that skilled and possibly the most skilled opponent you've had?
I don't know, maybe like in the welterweight, if you watch the last fight, Mandalin, it's like more boxer, but I think Ian have more skills, he's good on the striking, he have good wrestling defense, but he have some weak point. He's not completely like 100% like myself. But he's good. It's gonna be a good fight, and I saw he have like good takedown defense, and I have some things to I have some key to beat him easy.
Ian Garry sees this fight in a completely different light. He calls it the ultimate proving ground of his entire career.
I get the same opportunity to fight the #1 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet, a man who is on a record-setting win streak that we haven't seen since the great Anderson Silva. So for me to go out there against him, who many consider to be a generational talent, they're starting to talk about him in the GOAT conversation. For me to go out there and have that as the challenge that I have to go out and beat to prove not only I'm the champion of the world, but I really truly am the best on the planet. It's exactly what I want.
Islam keeps his game plan simple, no matter who's standing across the cage from him.
Everybody knows our plan.
Yep.
I just take down my opponents, hold them there, make them tired, and try to finish him there.
Garry frames the whole matchup as history in the making, a true striker against a true grappler.
People are talking about it being an interesting fight, but the truth is it's such a black and white fight. He has to get me down, I have to keep it on the feet. However, it's the most elite of both of those worlds. He is unbelievably good when he grabs a hold of people, and I am unbelievably good at moving around on the feet and being the best striker in the world. So it's how do we get our games going to win the fight? Who's going to control the fight? Who's going to get the fight where they want it to be, keep it where they want it to be? Can he grab a hold of me, keep a hold of me, get me to the ground, hold me down? Can I stop him taking me down? Can I keep the movement? Can I keep hitting him, keep hurting him? And that's the fight. But I believe it's the most elite version of a striker versus a grappler that we've ever seen in the sport. I think it's the next generation of what MMA has turned into, because Islam is no slouch on the feet. Look at what he did to Jack Della Maddalena. Like, the guy can strike, but we don't talk about it because he's so good at the grappling. And for me, it's very simple. He is a phenomenal fighter in every facet of the game, as am I. And I think this is one of the most well-rounded fights we've ever seen in the UFC, full stop.
At Media Day, Islam reaffirms his comfort no matter where this fight goes, trusting his grappling completely, and just as confident trading punches on the feet if he has to.
I don't know. Reaction, I just, because, last 2 camp I did in New Jersey, and I just check.
Garry closes out Media Week, looking straight into the camera, calling this fight exactly what it is for him. One chance to make history.
He's the greatest lightweight champion we've ever seen. He's a 2-weight world champion, and if he can win this fight on Saturday night, he breaks the longest consecutive win streak in UFC history. On my side, I'm trying to achieve the dream that I had as a 16-year-old kid from Dublin, Ireland, of becoming the UFC champion.
So, who do you have? The monster on the mat or the nomad chasing history? Drop your pick below, and we'll see all of you live for the fight.